Ladies and gentlemen, Brallus here. We are back with a Ghost Recon Breakpoint Beta impressions video. I guarantee you can't say that 3 times. If you do, let me know in the comments. As you guys see, I'm not actually showing my gameplay from the beta. For whatever reason, I played it on Xbox. A friend had given me a code because apparently Ubisoft didn't trust in giving me a code because, yeah, they're scared of us. But no, a friend gave me a code on Xbox, and for whatever reason, you're not able to broadcast a stream for Ghost Recon Breakpoint to Mixer or to anywhere else on Twitch, or even record gameplay clips for whatever reason. It was locked. I don't know. I thought it was an NDA thing, but I mean, of course, you had people streaming on Twitch from PC, and I mean, if you have an Elgato, which I don't have because I'm not fancy like the rest of yous, I could have easily recorded it, but I don't have that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the reveal gameplay over the impressions I'm about to leave about the beta, and then we'll go from there. And the other reason I want to do the reveal trailer or review gameplay over my impressions video is because I want to talk about how in classic Ubisoft form, this reveal trailer, this reveal gameplay, even though it says alpha, is a complete fabrication of what the game actually looks like. And I know it was a beta, guys, before all the fanboys come in and start shooting me with their toy guns. I know it's a beta. I know it's a smaller download. I watched it being played on PC. I played it myself on my Xbox One X, and it looks nothing like it was shown. But that's just classic Ubisoft. You should have expected that. Remember Watch Dogs? I remember Watch Dogs. No, God! Anyway, so let's hop into this thing. So Ghost Recon Breakpoint starts off where you're a dude, military dude in a chopper.
I'm a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude.
Your chopper gets shot down. You're stranded on this island with an evil paramilitary organization who's using a bunch of future tech, and basically it looks like their plot is to destroy the world. You have the antagonist John Bernthal, who plays the Punisher. Colonel Cole Walker, who's gone rogue, and he's building this whole military organization to kind of take out the ghosts and take out the good guys, right? It's basically, yeah. So hopping into it, I mean, the graphics, I mean, for a beta, it was all right. I'm playing on a 1X, and there was some weird anti-aliasing post-processing issues with the trees. It just looked really grainy, I guess you could say. I mean, like I said, guys, it is a beta. Everything is left up to the final game. It could be changed. I don't know. I'm just saying what my impressions were, because in these games, guys, here's how you look at it. A beta is just nothing but a glorified demo. This game comes out in 1 month, right? What the hell are they going to fix in 1 month's time? That's what you got to think about. So this is basically the fully finished project. They put beta in there in the name of the demo, because if they say beta, it excuses them from any self-accountability for putting out a game that looks like shit, plays like shit, whatever. And I'm not saying it does. I'm just saying in general, this is what the term beta is used for nowadays, just to give you guys a little bit of a edumacation. Anyways, when you gain control of your character, you notice the huge change and difference in the way he moves. He moves like a fat zombie hippopotamus. Seriously, I don't know what the hell happened, but they made the dude heavy, like, and it's cool for a realism aspect, like in the similar sense of Red Dead Redemption 2, but it just got really annoying when you had to get into vehicles. Your guy would just, when you hold the joystick up, or W, or whatever you're using, WASD, to run forward and you let go, he takes a couple extra steps before he actually stops. And I know that they're trying to go for the realism aspect of, oh, when you run, you have momentum, yada, yada, yada. But at the same time, it made getting in vehicles a pain in the ass. I fell off a cliff a couple times because I was walking to the edge of the cliff just trying to get a vantage point, and my guy would fucking fall off. It was just kind of weird, and I really hope that they fix that. So there's basically 2 main missions in this beta.
Got him!
The first one being you have to travel to your main hub world, right? Which is basically the Division's hub, Destiny's hub. This game is basically the Division, Destiny, and Ghost Recon are ugly cousins, and they all f***ed and birthed this deformed mess of it. Brallus, stay on topic. Stay on topic.
Stay on target.
So the first mission takes you to your hub world, which you use to see other players in the world. You can see all your little homies running around, all guys, you know, in different servers or whatever. And you can go shopping. You can get more missions from this area. You can plan your next missions. You can buy stuff like vehicles, armor, stuff like that. It's a hub world, guys. We've seen it in other games before. For whatever reason, they thought it would fit in this game. I think it's weird that you can see several dozen other players in this hub world, but then when you exit the hub world, you don't see them anywhere. I thought that was kind of weird, kind of pulled from the immersion, and that's what I think this game is missing fully. I mean, the stealthy part of the game is really cool, you know, sneaking up to a base and covering yourself in mud, because if you go prone and press A, your guy will cover yourself in mud, and it'll make you camouflage to any of the aerial drones or aerial airplanes that are spotting you, or anybody else for that matter. And that part's really cool. It makes you feel like a total badass, but seeing 2-3 dozen people in a hub world and then you go outside into the real world and it's completely dead is immersion pulling for sure. It's kind of weird. I think this game definitely would have benefited from a MMO style gameplay as far as letting all of them play together, letting you meet 12 guys, 12 homies in the hub world, and then all venture out and go take over a settlement or something like that. I think that would have been a cool concept. So that's the first mission. So the second mission is you basically have to go to one area and you have to go help a guy out. I'm not really going to say anything for those who want to play it, but you got to help a guy out, and it ends pretty abruptly. You don't really even see John Bernthal. You see him in like a cutscene earlier in the game, but other than that, you don't really see him. It doesn't really paint a huge picture, and that mission itself, the second mission, which is supposed to be like the main mission you're supposed to do in the beta, was kind of lame. I mean, it wasn't impressive at all. It was just go here, talk to this guy, hit this button, and you're good to go. So that was pretty disappointing. But what was really boring was the fact that after I was done with that, they're like, okay, go explore the open world, do side quests, whatever. All the side quests consisted of go here, push this button, go rescue this guy, go save this guy, go over here and push this button, and then push that button. And I felt like if there wasn't any sort of main quest line to do, there wasn't any point of really playing the game. Like none of the side activities really held water, you know what I mean? Of course you know what I mean, or maybe you don't know what I mean. Let me know in the comments. But guys, this is 2019, so, you know, we've got to make it a looter shooter, right? And I think that's the biggest problem I have with this game is they turned this game into a looter shooter. I'm serious. It's Destiny in the Division had a baby, and it was... All right, stay back on target.
Stay on target.
You have a menu system, and in this menu system, there are upgrades and perks and this and that, and perks are okay, but there's a gear system now where if you kill people, you drop gear. And when you kill people, the gear drop looks exactly identical to it like it does in the Division. It's a white, green, blue, gold bar that sticks up out of the ground like a light that you run over and you pick up, and a little thing pops up on your screen saying that you got XX loot and it does XX damage or XX defense. Then you go into your inventory and you equip it. Now, I'm okay with that for certain games, but we'll keep it out of my Ghost Recon. I have the Division. I have Far Cry New Dawn. I have Assassin's Creed, Odyssey, and Origins, right? The problem with Ubisoft, guys, and here we go, the problem with Ubisoft is that they're taking aspects from every one of their games, fucking Watch Dogs too, and stay on target, and they're combining all of their games into one, like, mold, this fucked up, just ugly mold of a game, and they're like, it's like, why play the Division 2 if you're going to release Ghost Recon and it has the same aspects? Like, they have a Ghost War, they have a fucking PvP system too that's almost identical to Ghost Recon's. So I don't understand what Ubisoft is doing, but it's like, it eliminates the point of me spending $60 on Ghost Recon Breakpoint if I have the Division, because it's literally the same thing, right? I have Assassin's Creed, the open world aspect. I have that too. I have the Division 2, which is more open world than the first one. There is literally, they literally give you no reason to play their games, their new games, if you've played the other iterations like Assassin's Creed, like The Division, like all the ones I've already named. For example, this happened back with Wildlands. In Wildlands, similar to the Eagle in Assassin's Creed, you can throw up a drone, and the drone marks people all around the map, and it keeps this little tick over their head for whatever reason, and it allows you to see everybody, right? They do this in Ghost Recon now. There's a loot system identical to the Divisions in this game now. Even some of the controls are the same. It's like, holy shit. They just literally took one game, moved the assets over, threw a new name on it, created a new world, and bada bing, you got a new game. It's like, why are you guys merging all of your games into one title? I just don't understand. It boggles my mind because I see one gameplay feature in one game and I go play their next title and it's like, it's in there too. And I'm like, what? What the hell? I feel like it's just a genuine lack of creativity. Like they don't really want to explore new avenues of gameplay features or keeping things different. I mean, look at Rockstar Games. Rockstar Games has Grand Theft Auto, Red Dead Redemption. And sure, they're similar in some ways, being Rockstar Games. They have their own staple, but they don't literally copy paste mechanics from one game to another game. Grand Theft Auto 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2 feel and can play completely different. The Division 2 and Ghost Recon Breakpoint play almost exactly the same. And I don't know, guys. The beta, I really tried because I really like Ghost Recon. Wildlands was fun. It did get repetitive, but I had a good time with it when I was playing with friends, and I think that's the best way to play it. Maybe this game will feel the same, but I'm just hoping that they fix a lot of these technical issues. I mean, dude, you want to talk about technical issues? I was falling through floors. My car. I mean, let's talk about the driving. The driving is atrocious. Okay, I was getting stuck on rocks. I was getting stuck in like half the map is covered in water, so you take a motorcycle out and it'll get stuck in a puddle, and then you have to abandon it and run 2 miles to the next one. The cars were swerving all over the place. I think I swerved off a bridge when I just tapped the stick to the right. My dude like swerved off and flew to his death. It was awful. So I literally, when I was playing with a buddy, I was like, "Here, you drive. I just don't want to fucking deal with it." And I don't know how they did it, but they did it. Somehow the driving in Ghost Recon Breakpoint is worse than Ghost Recon Wildlands, and this is supposed to be the sequel. You're supposed to improve on things. How did you go back and make it worse? I don't understand. So guys, obviously you can tell I have my gripes with this game, right? I went completely ballistic when I figured out it was basically the Division 2 all over again. And I really want to like this game, but it's 2019, guys. This is why you don't pre-order games, because you don't know what pile of shit they're gonna hand you. And this is why I thank our gaming lord for demos.
Got him!
Now, obviously, I'm going to get this game because I have to review it for you guys, and I have to let you guys know I'm spending my hard-earned money on these games to let you guys know whether this game is good or not, and if it's worth your $60, because there's so many other games coming out nowadays where we have to be selective, right? Those of us on a budget have got to be selective with what games we buy. So I'm going to spend my money on this game to let you guys know how it is and give you my honest opinion. And I've been around the block. I've played every Tom Clancy Ghost Recon game since the beginning. I've played every Rainbow Six from the originals where you had to plan your routes and they were hardcore, and I missed that shit. So I'm going to dive into this game when it comes out in October, and I'm going to give you guys a fair, honest review. But so far, my beta impressions are very mixed, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave a like and a comment. Share the video. It helps the channel grow. And we will see you guys on the next episode of Talk Gaming.